A simple task. One true way.
No time to rest.
Tell me, am I beautiful?
More than beautiful. You are the aurora stretched across the north skies. You are the golden dunes swept across the Callan. You are the fruit of the forbidden palm, soft on my skin, sweet on my tongue. You are my sin and salvation.
Your parasite stirs, and you gaze at the nymph through the flaming fist's hungry eyes. Your muscles shiver with her longing. Your skin burns with her heat.
What's wrong, Jara?
What are you? Wait, I know you.
I don't understand. What's...
Your face. The Absolute has shown me.
Jara, what's going on? Who's this man?
Your head screams in agony. The change has come. Pustules boiling beneath your skin, your bones twisting, your flesh rupturing. Then suddenly, silence.
What's happening?
Another?
I will ascend. Let my name be known.
Hells. I'd heard tales of mind flayers, talons sharp as daggers, and tentacles yet more fearsome. But no tale did justice to its ethereal beauty. It floats like a butterfly. Its blood shimmers like silver. How could I help it? I don't regret its death, but I marvel that such a work of art could ever live.
Her gaze intensifies. Your breath quickens, and your heart skips a beat. The woman's senses are heightened and her fire stoked. The mind flayer is no mere curiosity, but an object of desire.
Why should I deny it? My urge is as natural as the grape upon the vine. But perhaps there are other flavors that might satisfy my palate. Rapture. Close your eyes and listen.
You see only darkness. Her voice shines through it, warmer than the sun, yet cooler than night.
The all-being. Here, there is no suffering. Here, you want for nothing. Here, you are anything. You have one word. Tell me, what will you be? You are more than contented. You are at total peace. Your belly is full, your mind rested, your eyes bright. No more will you hear the clang of steel on steel. No more will you fear the cry of a wolf, the growl of an ogre. You are warm. You are safe.
Your flesh shivers, your heart bursts. True ecstasy for one fleeting moment.
Open your eyes. I'll remember you, and you'll remember me.
I want to have a word.
If you seek
Did you want something? If not, I'm perfectly happy to just gaze upon you a while. Then that's where we need to go. My parents are in there somewhere.
Very well. I'll take that. Here we go.
My parents, remember?
Almost painfully so. My body burns.
Andy, you're the person with you. Are you?
There's been 2 maidens and a bachelor clawing at my door the very next morning.
Did you get their dominance?
You told me the armor was a Baldur.
Hey, good looking. Depends on the person. Saddle up. And get
I'm
ready.
not wearing armor to meet my mother and father.
I'd recommend
Have a lot on my
2
mind.
doses.
Well, in it. Moving ahead.
Staying in a grip yours in pure ecstasy.
Shh.
Voss, friend to the Comet.
Lae'zel of Kalir, warrior of warriors. Tell me you took the Devil's deal. Tell me you will free Gith's heir. I did not come this far for you to turn your back on the First Mother's son.
Githkar Tavkim crashed. You put your trust in me, Voss. I plan to honor it.
Yes, and it seems I have no choice but to trust. There is but one prism, and you are its key. Raphael possesses a powerful relic called the Orphic Hammer. That hammer is the only thing capable of smashing the chains that bind the Prince of the Comet. Find a way to retrieve the hammer and free Orpheus from the prism. I will assemble his remaining honor guard and plan our next actions. Together, we will yet free the true heir of Gith's blessed empire. He will free us from Vlaakith and lead our Kithraki against the Geich. Istik, I will wait in the underground. Seek me when you have the hammer in hand. The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors Geich. He might seethe when you free him. He might gnash his teeth and slander your name. But he will see reason. I promise you. A devil of Raphael's stature does not simply make camp on the shores of the Styx. He will have made a sanctuary for himself, a lavish one too, one that caters to his many vices.
The House of Hope. We must find a way in.
The House of Hope, you say? I couldn't ask for a name more fitting. Every house has an entrance, Istik. Even those in the Hells. You must find it.
You are wasting your time, and mine. Our true enemy is the Elder Brain. Focus your mind there.
Hey! You paid Raphael a visit. I want to hear all about it. Come here! I'm not going to start an argument. I just want to know why you turned the boss down. Cheeky. We might be in a brothel, but I'm not that kind of gal. You should reconsider, though. The boss might be a devil, but he'll treat you more honestly than anyone else in the city. Plenty. But right now, I have one job. You. I'm talking to you openly, mortal to mortal. And I'm begging you to sign the contract. If the brain wins, the Illithid Empire returns and worlds you've never even dreamed of will die. Raphael can stop it. He wants to. And he knows how. You're the key. You always have been. I won't pretend he's an altruist, but he's looked at the balance sheet. No world, no souls. And it's hard to get leverage on an Illithid. They make terrible clients. I doubt it. But even if you do, you won't survive the fight. I'd reconsider if I were you.
Cabaret here featuring Roll the Despoiler, the highest kicks in Baldur's Gate.
I'm just a cat. Please, I don't like talking. Yenna is my best friend. She's kind. Help her, not me. Please don't. Nothing good, I don't think. She was so very sick. Maybe she made like a cat and went off to spend her last life.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients, and I'm gonna make something
really good, I promise.
But I'm not convinced the Githyanki prince wouldn't smash us to pieces given the chance.
I'm up for the challenge.
You've
Ready?
She wants to be rid of that bro. Better not be cursed.
Isn't right. On his leash.
Nine hells! You followed me all the way here? What could you possibly want with me now? What? How? Nine hells? Whatever you think you know, I'm sure some gold would help you to forget. I'm just a simple toy maker, an artisan. I don't know anything. They would have killed me if I refused to rig the toys. And they're definitely going to kill me now. I can't tell you. I won't tell you. All right. Just don't hurt me. The teddy bears were an experiment. My greatest invention. A clever little device in their chest allows them to speak. But there's more. Smoke powder inside the device. I collect packages from Voukoder's fireworks in the lower city and stuff the bears with it. Not because I want to, because I have to. Otherwise, they'll kill me. I don't know who's in charge, but it starts at the fireworks shop. That's where the packages come from. Go there, tell them Uncle Voukoder sent you, and they'll show you the smoke powder. Lots of it. There. I told you what you wanted to know. Now, will you let me go?
His plea comes with an offering, a pass granting you access to the lower city.
You can't be serious. They'll find me. A cell won't keep me safe. They run this city. All right, I'll go. But if I'm found hanging in my cell, it'll be on your conscience.
Enjoy the fiddling. Throw a few coins our way and let us play on into the night.
A new face? Looking for another chapter of dirty lore for your biography?
You have but to ask, and we can grant you a moment of pleasure. Don't be shy.
I used to work as a courtesan back home, and my sister as an artisanal masseuse. But men are treated like dogs by the Underdark's matriarchs, so we fled.
We found surfaces craved the body of a drow like a drug. Life is easy in our line of work. Perhaps, once we have saved more gold, another adventure will begin. We've had busier days, but life is comfortable here with Mamzelle.
I'd have to restrain myself far more than any play bindings do if I worked in another field. This is a place where I can be myself boundlessly. There are so many who come to me speaking of a fixation that no one else has ever been able to share with them, and never will again. A once-in-a-lifetime moment of passion. Every day. What could be better? Don't you want to try it?
Trust me, you don't want to miss my signature Mesobaranzan love trick.
And is that your partner with you? What a gorgeous couple. Perhaps we could come to an agreement.
We are twins. We can make up a little show of kissing each other, but when we are hired at the same time, there are often many other clients in the room to attend to.
We want both of you, silly, at the same time.
While it's a fascinating prospect, I'd like you all to myself. At least the first time. I'm glad. Provided we survive, there's plenty of nights yet to come.
You can stare as much as you like.
Best be on my way.
A drow or a drink, sweeting? There is no thirst. Sweeting, I'm no fortune teller. If I had a crystal ball, I promise I'd already have consulted it. Truth is, Fion's gone well missing. And my hands may be skillful, but they were not made to turn every last stone she might be hiding behind. To service is my calling, not to be served. But I'd be a fool to say no. The girl kept my coffers near overflowing. 2 flights up, then turn right, and right again. That's Fion's pleasure room, Elminster's library. Here, take the key. I'm listening. Nisha, our lovely nymph. But she's engaged in the nymph's grotto on the top floor, sweeting. The client's a favorite of hers, too. I doubt you'll be able to tear her away. But we are blessed to have a devil in residence at the moment. A temporary guest. But he asked that I send any potential clients his way. Everyone who's paid a visit looks quite changed by the experience. Twins, yes. Hands of such skill they could turn stone to silk. Your body could suffer no knot they can't untangle. They're through the curtain to the right. You'll need coin and stamina in abundance to enjoy their services, but the gold will be as well spent as you are.
Librarian.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry. Everyone in Sharess's caress is a professional.
Let's see what this does.
Rocks for brains!
Bigger, smaller, in-betweener, I've got 'em all. You look like someone whose soul needs feeding. Care to buy some art? Do come.
Mars needs.
I got it. I got it. And thanks.
Of course.
Darling, it's very
Set your worries at
leather-like.
ease. If you are in need of some pleasurable assistance, might I direct you to Sharess's Caress? I only deal with referrals.
I'm not doing anything. I mean, good day to you. This is safe to take. You're absolutely sure?
Fruit? Vegetables? What can I do you for? If...
I just want somewhere warm and...
Isn't right. On his leash.
Game.
One she can win.
The pride of the gate.
And the bachelor clawing at my door the very next.
Checking things out.
Crossing has a bit of a reputation, doesn't it? Tad mercenary, tad sordid. Anything and anyone for a price.
Ah, but to little harm. Shouldn't we all be allowed to stoke a few fires from time to time?
You sound like you're speaking from experience, Will. Perhaps you'll have to give me a tour, refresh my memory.
I'm afraid you'd find my own stories rather tight-laced, Shadowheart. I was never one to sow my wild oats.
They won't see me coming. Ever onward. I've got a long road ahead. Defender of the people.
Halt! Oppressor! I am reclaiming the victuals in this basement for the good of ratkind. Are you not? Well, you aren't one of us. You lot hoard your delectable riches while my brothers and sisters starve. We will, and we don't need your permission.
All right, what now? We need to find a way forward.
Hear me out. Jerez's caress also have. I hope you have better.
Seems simple enough.
Are the gods truly this petty?
How about the flop house? It has plenty of spare beds. Just
Word to the wise. Give that ill-mated temple a wide berth. Rude buggers. Certainly not bringing my trade there again. Does that excuse being rude? Excluding folk? Come off it. They wouldn't let me in. Spouted some tripe about my sort and absolutist murderers. I only wanted to sit down a minute. So did I. Let me show you. Pleasure doing business. This place is real.
In a brothel.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
it's got private rooms.
Bloody ages we spent hiking from Murren. And they won't let us in the city proper. Bollocks. We're adventurous, damn it. The bridge god chatted some shite about a coronation. Couldn't really make head nor tail of it.
Come to Baldur's Gate, he said. Adventurers get welcomed as heroes, he said. Poxy Drim and his bleeding notions. It's not even...
Sir, good, sir. Give me 3 days and... Oh, apologies. Thought you were someone else. Greetings, so forth, so on. Fionn, one of Mamselle's girls, who laughs like a star's twinkle. Not seen her for a 10-day. 10 days and 4 bells to be precise. Not that I'm counting. The landlord, Sir Frago Antuna. A most generous soul, I assure you. Missing? I hadn't thought her missing, just not here. Or elsewhere. Oh. I suppose that's like missing, but with extra words. You don't suppose the murderer who's on the loose got hold of her? Oh, goodness, no. It's too horrible to imagine. How dare you? Accusing an upstanding citizen like me of being a dwarf? I'm a halfling, you oaf!
Think soon we'll feel the sun on our skin. For all this time.
It is you, most definitely.
Bloomin' hell, you look famished. I've got some victuals that'll warm you right up. Have a skeg at these. That should do you. There's that sweet mug. Fionn. Poor lass. Works her arse off for the mumselle, but don't get much in return. Not seen her mug for a carp's age. I figured she'd gone up the road while the going was good. Killer on the loose, cult army marching wee way. Been thinking I might scarp her too.
Honestly.
Well, I do. Which means we're getting a real room.
We should return for the ceremony.
One more mark, then we can go.
The Master said we have enough. The Black Mass is ready to begin.
It's not for the Master. It's for me. I want a beating heart there, ready for me when the Mass is complete. And we're finally granted our freedom. After 200 years of rats, I think we deserve a real drink.
There is no time. We are expected back at the palace.
Relax. The Black Mass won't start until Master drags Astarion from whatever hole he's hiding in. We have time to find one more person.
Wait. You know Astarion?
Where is he? Well, tell us. I'd like to see him try, the little worm.
This is not the time, brother. The Master must be told.
Fine. But this isn't over. We'll see you again.
Keep your hands deep.
What do you reckon, lad? You trust these steel watcher thingamajigs? You banged your head recently. Didn't you spot them by the gate? Big metal bastards. Even bigger swords. It's all right, well, we...
Not everyone subs...
Breathe quiet. Move with care. To keep going. Better be cautious. Light on my feet. That shapeshifter's key unlocked the door. Interesting. Yeah, cursed to put my hands on everything.
Blood by the bed. A lot of it.
You notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor. You notice the blood's source. A body hidden under the bed.
I know this key. It's identical to the one held by that corpse in the tunnels.
Can't afford to stay idle.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Murdered by my son.
Killed by her own kid. A damn tragedy, that.
Baldur.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
Dwarf, like me, dresses in red. Found his secret. My sweet boy. Why?
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
No one back home will ever believe this. Have to keep going. These tunnels were full of shapeshifters. Father Lorgan's name is written here too. Here goes nothing. I need a quick word.
I just want somewhere warm and... It is you. Most definitely not. Oh. Oh dear. Poor thing. Murdered to death. Horrible hells. I better lay low. Lower than low. Under low.
Honestly.
Well, I do. Which means we're getting a...
You have the key to my heart in that.
Your pleasure is mine, sweeting. Murdered! Ye gods, the poor thing! Oh, by the mother of cats, I pray she didn't suffer. They'll miss that face. Else, the regulars will miss her more. They swarmed her like honeybees at the hive. Oh. Losing Fionn slashed a big hole in my coin purse. I should get to replacing her. Sweeting, this is Baldur's Gate. I've seen more murders than a butcher's right eye. There'll be time for tears. Cruel as it is, I must turn my mind to business, or, more precisely, the lack of it. I have little coin, but I offer sin in abundance. Talk with the Drow twins in the tap room. They're legends among the regulars, almost myths. Tell them they're your gift from the Mamselle, and let them show you why. Anything else on your mind, sweeting?
Especially for you.
I want to give it a good rumple.
I presume you've found something interesting to discuss, if you're interrupting me again? A Baal plot? You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine. I'll bite. What's your theory? Constable Devella is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city. Well, what are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
Why there's such a
Let the Drow.
Oh, Father, give me strength.
I'll make you feel better. Then fine. 15 low seats.
There are a scant few customers.
Got the person with you.
They won't care about stupid list.
Mate, it's your birthday. You deserve to cut loose.
Crackle at the edge of.
Here we are again. The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince. Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return.
There it is. Of course.
I want the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Carsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting, and Carsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Carsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me.
Zariel wouldn't like that much. But even I'm not so desperate to spite her I'd put the hells in this bastard's hands.
I am no mortal, and I do not fail. The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years, for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play. Yes, it does. Especially when I see what a bloody mess they've made of their whole scheme. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. but it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Carsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the Hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
How short-sighted. Much better to put it into the right hands. Hands that will ensure it is removed from this world. And it's the only way you can ensure that you remain part of this world. I won't stop you. But time is running out. So don't stay away for long. If you see reason, I'll be here, waiting, right up to the moment the world ends.
At the ready.
Brothel? Pleasure house? Decadent delight? I just want somewhere warm and safe.
I'm looking for haste.
You are safe, my love. I'm here. I won't let anything happen.
Look at you. You're exhausted. I know you have.
I don't mind.
I'll have a word.
Bloody gnomes. We need to find where they burrowed themselves up. You an adventurer? Looking to pad your purse? Find their foxhole, bring me their chief's head. The fist will reward you well. You'll change your mind once they kill innocent citizens. The only language they'll understand is that of intimidating violence. I agree. But we can't leave our posts. Not with all the patriarchs meeting in Worm's Rock for the coronation. You've the right look. Solid bones. Steady face. The kind that cleans up vermin for pay. Then you're no friend of the fist. No matter. I'll find someone else. Most folks around here will do almost anything. You pay them enough.
Look at the teeny footprints.
Always room for more.
The boss is expecting you. Hasn't forgotten what you did for him at Moonrise. Two days just to get hold of a still watcher optic module. And for what? Waste of time we don't have.
Look, unless you're an expert in steel watcher gyroscopics, please get out of my light.
You think I want my clan facing down one of those walking death machines with cutlery? Then leave me to my work. Only if you're quick. Now let me get...
Defender of the people. Still alive, so that's progress. These boots have seen everything.
It stopped. But it'll happen again. It keeps happening. The shivering, shaking, quaking. Don't you feel it? There's something underneath the city, inside the rock. But when I ask the stone why it shakes, it only screams. I want to go home.
I shouldn't say anything to you until you've spoken to Wulbren. He's very... particular.
Still trying to calm down a bit. Talk to Wulbren, would you?
Very well.
There you are. Good. We need to strategize. Wulbren is planning something. Lots of moving parts. I'm still trying to suss the details myself. Some. But what he has planned is unthinkable. Maybe you can help him see sense. Someone has to.
Good to see you. Wasn't sure you'd make it to the city. Regretting it yet? I spent a lot of time thinking of worst-case scenarios while I was locked in that cell you plucked me out of at Moonrise. I didn't imagine anything as bad as this. The Gondians have handed Enver Gortash the means to bring about the end of liberty in Baldur's Gate. And the citizens have rolled out the red carpet for the new tyrant. Resistance fighters are few and far between. My iron hands, what's left of the Harpers, and you. I hope. Good. We don't have a chance unless we stick together. Not while the Gondians' metal monsters are patrolling the streets. The Steel Watch, they're a threat to you, me, and every man, woman, and child in this city. They act all civilized, servants of the people, but they only serve one man. When he becomes Grand Duke, it will only get worse. Laws will change, freedoms will vanish, and soon you'll be accused and sentenced before you've even committed a crime. And the fucking Gondians are to blame for all of it. A tyrant's nothing without lackeys. And the Gondians are the perfect lackeys. Dangerously intelligent, pathetically submissive. They invented the Steel Watchers, and they're building an army of them. They've always been happy to provide their technology to despots in exchange for a stipend and the freedom to work in peace. They would have licked Saravok's boots, given the chance. And now they'll kiss Gortash's ring while this city screams. I had a plan to put a stop to them. But the way things are now, if we stick our heads above ground, the Watchers are on us like flies on shit. Same as it always is. Eliminate the threat. In this case, the foundry where these atrocities are produced. The Gondians are ingenious, but we're more than equal to them. There's nothing they can build that the Iron Hands can't tear down. I've built something unique for just that purpose. A room powder bomb. First of its kind. 50 wizards high on the weave couldn't summon this kind of firepower. Get the bomb inside the Gondian facility, and boom. Problem solved.
Wulbren, please. This is too far. Everyone in the foundry would be killed.
Quiet, Barkus. The adults are talking. It's liberation. The Gondians picked their side the minute they took orders from Gortash. If they had any courage, they'd have refused him and died like heroes, spitting in his face. Now they'll die like the dogs they are. There is no other way. But I believe in second chances. When you come crawling back here, and you will, we can talk.
A rune powder bomb? Huh. What the devil has he become? The Wulbren I know. The one who skipped rocks with me in the Underdark. He's still in there. I know it. But his hate for the Gondians has blinded him. He believes they work for the Absolute willingly. But it's not true. I'm sure of it. Something is wrong. Very wrong. You did well refusing Wulbren's proposition, but I fear he'll find some fool who'll plant his bomb. The Gondians deserve a chance to plead their case before being blown to pieces. Please, find out what's going on. That's all I ask. Questions first, violence later. And only if absolutely necessary.
So, are you with me? Ready to take down the Steel Watch? I'm right.
Those things are terrifying. But they were. And I'm here now. I'm safe. I will be. But thank you for asking. I just want to be useful, but I'm not as good at this as the others. But I'll get better. I tell...
Thank Gerdle we escaped that bloody Steel Watcher. No thanks to you. We did. But we very nearly didn't. Everything's lining up for the Iron Hands, though. Wulbren's about to put his grand plan into action. It's necessary. Besides, Wulbren wouldn't let anyone innocent get hurt.
More shaking.
But it's lovely.
Oh, I'll give it a shot. Locked. But there's no keyhole. Must be a switch on.
Can I come on patrol with you later?
Not a chance. Your mother will kill me.
Need a lesson,
What do you want now? Been poking around downstairs, have you? Well, I've got nothing to hide. Those gnomes are victims. They've spent years in exile, no forge to call their own, all because of some ancient bloody grudge. The Gondians think they're the only ones fit to swing a hammer round here. They're wrong. One day they'll learn that the hard way. Until that happens, I'll give those iron hands a roof over their heads. Nothing wrong with it. Now, clear off. You want anything else? Go to the shop. I've got work to do.
What's the rush, son? Can't we stay here for a bit?
With the Absolute's army on its way, not a chance.
What's the harm in one night?